In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on December 29th, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Rams versus Atlanta Falcons. The Rams, now sitting at 11-4, took another gut punch in Week 16, even though they looked like the stronger side for most of Thursday night's game. They piled up 581 total yards and 26 first downs on what is supposed to be one of the premier defenses in the league. Seattle kept hanging around, then caught a huge break with a 58-yard punt return touchdown by Rashid Shaheed that suddenly pulled them back into it late. And under fire, Sam Darnold, who had already thrown 2 interceptions in the rematch, still had the chance to play hero and did just enough to force overtime. Even in extra time, Matthew Stafford marched the Rams right down the field for a touchdown, which usually feels like the dagger in that spot. The Seahawks answered, though, and then stole it with a successful 2-point try with only about 3 minutes remaining in overtime. So, like a lot of their losses this year, the Rams were a handful of plays away from walking out as clear winners. Despite that, it still feels fair to put Sean McVay's group in the conversation with the league's elite. Now they roll into Monday night with a chance to take their frustration out and grab some payback. Atlanta's win on Sunday was not exactly the kind of thing that blows up highlight reels, especially considering the opponent. Even so, the Falcons picked up a second straight victory in Week 16, leaning on their ground game for 152 rushing yards against a Cardinals defense that prides itself on toughness. Kirk Cousins' comeback story keeps rumbling on, though it has not been all smooth sailing. He lost a fumble early, threw a late interception, and still managed to steer things just well enough, helped by a persistent rushing attack and a defense that was good enough rather than spectacular. It is worth pointing out that Atlanta managed only 4.7 yards per play against a unit that sits 24th in advanced expected points added metrics, which is not exactly impressive. The Rams' defense will absolutely want to answer for what they allowed last Thursday. There is a bit of edge here. Los Angeles is fired up after dropping that one to Seattle, and they are still alive in the race for the National Football Conference West crown and the top overall seed, although now they need both wins and some outside help. Atlanta rolls in on a 2-game winning streak, but they are playing without playoff stakes, and that subtle difference in urgency does matter over 4 quarters. The Falcons are below average at putting points on the board and also below average at keeping opponents out of the end zone. Los Angeles, on the other hand, leads the league in scoring offense, which sets up a natural mismatch against Atlanta's issues on both fronts. Across the season, the Rams have simply been the stronger team. They have nearly double the total wins of the Falcons, who have struggled badly at home with a 2-5 record in their own building. The Rams are 8-2 straight up and 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games. On the other side, Atlanta is 3-7 over that same stretch. Los Angeles pairs the league's top offense with the 6th best defense, which gives them a healthy point differential of plus 10.6, compared with the Falcons' minus 3.5. To Atlanta's credit, they have not folded even with nothing tangible left in the standings. They fought Tampa Bay, they fought Arizona, and they are still showing some pride. This matchup is a steeper climb, though. The Rams can be argued as the league's top overall team, with the best scoring offense and the 4th-ranked scoring defense. Against the number, they are 11-4 this season, which is not just good, it is consistent. Los Angeles also benefits from extra preparation time after playing on Thursday, which only adds to the sense that they will be eager to clean up what went wrong against Seattle. With the Falcons grading out as nothing special on either side of the ball, this game has the feel of one that can flip into a lopsided result if the Rams get rolling early. Los Angeles is 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games when laying 6 or more points. They have won those contests by an average of 19.3 points, which tells you that when they are big favorites, they usually justify the price and then some. As a team, the Rams have not dropped back-to-back games all year. Every time they have lost, they have come back with a win by margin. In their 3 previous bounce-backs, they beat the Colts by 7, handled the Ravens by 14, and demolished the Cardinals by 28. 2 of those 3 responses came on the road, which softens concerns about traveling. A long flight to Atlanta is not ideal for a West Coast program, but the carrot in front of them is huge, since they still have a path to a division title and the conference's top seed, especially with Seattle staring at 2 tough outings at Carolina and at San Francisco. Given all that, this spread could be a little higher and it would still be hard to argue strongly against the Rams side. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Rams to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. At this stage of the season, faith in the Atlanta defense is running low. Earlier in the year, they graded out as a top 5 unit in plenty of categories. Since then, things have gradually slid backward. Right now they sit at a respectable 16th overall by advanced expected points added numbers. But against the run they are all the way down at 27th, giving up a rough 4.6 yards per carry. Against high-powered offenses, that kind of run defense can turn into a serious problem. You can see it in specific examples. They allowed 174 rushing yards to the 49ers, a massive 323 rushing yards to the Colts, and even gave up 129 rushing yards to a Seahawks team that does not profile as an elite ground game, sitting 21st in rushing yards per outing. All 3 of those games ended in defeats and featured plenty of scoring on the other side, with 88 total points allowed across those outings. The Rams are dangerous on the ground, ranking 9th in yards per rush, and equally dangerous through the air, ranking 3rd in yards per pass, so on paper this is another spot where their offense can hum along. That should be true with or without Davante Adams, especially since early talk suggests he may miss Week 17 anyway. The actual fate of the total should swing most when Atlanta has the ball. There is not a ton of reason to be confident in that offense against a top unit. Kirk Cousins has flashed in several games since taking over as the starter, but those better performances have all come against softer defenses. When he and the Falcons ran into a strong group like Seattle in Week 14, the picture changed. They scored only 15 points and produced just 274 total yards, which is a very different story. Advanced metrics still paint the Rams, even with their Week 16 slips, as a top defense. They rank 6th overall and allow only 19.9 points per game, also 6th in the league. Given how they were burned last Thursday and considering what is at stake on Monday night, expectations are for a cleaner and more disciplined effort. That naturally points toward limiting Atlanta's scoring potential and keeping their side of the total under control. A number this high implies both offenses are going to move the ball with real success and convert that into points. We struggle to buy into that idea, mainly because of the matchup between Atlanta's offense and the Rams' defense. The Rams should score their share, but it is hard to project the Falcons doing enough consistently to push this into a true track meet. Internal projections land this game's total closer to 45 or 46 points. With that gap between our outlook and the posted figure, the lean goes to a lower scoring game in this National Football Conference meeting. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.